Let's see who's been holding the longest. Let's talk to SW in Iowa. And SW, you are on the air. Welcome.
Yeah, Alex, the completion of the New World Order has to be submitted by this world's public. So common sense made me come up with a list of 5 somewhat easy things that everybody, like the average person, can do to fight this NWO. And I was wondering if I could read them out to all of your listeners.
Sure. What's your take on defeating the loving New World Order?
The what?
Sir, they care about you, but go ahead. I'm being sarcastic, folks. Go ahead.
Number 1 is basic. It's turn off your television, and that might sound easy, but subliminal messaging is highly addictive.
Oh, that's taught in school, but the average person doesn't know that's real. Yes.
And number 2 is educate yourself, your family, your friends on the facts. The information is easy and abundant to get. Number 3 is understand that the monetary system is an illusion. Spend your money on necessities and avoid want goods. Number 4 is have at least a year's food and water supply. Eat only foods that come from the earth and aren't genetically modified.
Oh, no. Doesn't matter if with the mainline GMO potatoes, GMO corn, and GMO tomatoes that all the rats that eat it die. It's nutritious. Having 1 in 3 with diabetes, 1 in 3 cancer, from 1 in 33 with cancer before is good. Sir, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Also, drink pure water without pharmaceutical drugs and that does not contain sodium fluoride.
We'll just have to have a judge rule. You can't say sodium fluoride or drugs in the water is bad, sir.
And also, the Illuminati has a strong hold on the gambling, alcohol, and tobacco industry, so you want to avoid those.
I agree.
And number 5 is own guns and back your rights with your life. And,
hey, good to hear from you. Anything else?
Also, I just want to throw in number 6, be a better parent, because 99% of every problem that you can think of in this world comes back to bad parenting.
Well, I agree with you in not caring about your family and instead chasing after some bauble. Now, let's go back. And I'm not saying don't chase baubles, but family comes first, being secure and in place comes first, and not being under Madison Avenue's control comes first. Then, in the hierarchy of news, in the hierarchy of needs, you can have the other things. Go back to your second question. What was it? Or second point?
About, like, education or...
Read your points again, because what happens is I always interrupt because I get so hyped up if I don't interrupt. This interruption brought to you by C.W. Hammond. No, that's a joke to my uncle out there. If I don't interrupt you, see, then I forget the point I wanted to make. Go back to your first couple points.
Like the list of 5?
Yes, sir, the list of 5.
All right. It's turn off the TV, educate yourself on the true facts, understand that the monetary system is an illusion.
Oh, yes, that was the point. I appreciate your call. Yes, because I kind of babbled that out, and it wouldn't make sense to somebody listening, where I said, yes, they teach it in school, but the general public doesn't know it. And what I properly should have said is, in a basic college-level marketing class, in your first year of radio, television, and film, at least for me, and then I've seen some other textbooks and curriculum and found it's also in those, but most RTF schooling teaches you that they have had subliminals for at least 70 years in the United States and Europe. And, of course, in the 50s, they would show for a split second during the trailers Coca-Cola interspersed with a desert, and they found that it boosted sales of Coke 50%. And that was in the late 40s, actually, and then it really went wide scale by the 50s. And so, yes, there is subliminal messaging everywhere. It is all over the place. Here's an example of subliminals, okay? And there's different classes of it and different areas of it, and it's very widespread, and there's so many different forms of it. But here's one. When you're watching CNN, and you see like 6 or 8 different TV screens all right up against each other with different video feeds, different images on the back, that is meant to switch off your conscious mind, because only your subconscious, this is in textbooks, this was discovered decades ago, and this is why you see it on most television. They have those different TV screens behind you because your mind then goes into a subconscious mode to be able to gather all that info, and now you're not critically assessing the main data stream of what the host is saying. You have the scroll at the bottom. That's a 7th or 8th feed. Then they'll have some moving, swirling mist. That's a 9th. Then there's the flicker rate of the television designed by the Pentagon more than 40 years ago to mesmerize you at the exact frequency, all declassified, Pentagon war attack against you. We'll be right back. The cancer viruses are in your vaccines.